certain respect in terms of watching. So we out here at the Hebrew Academy in Atlanta, Georgia during Passover week. I'm ridiculously excited. You know what I mean? As a young man, I used to fight, wrestle, became city champion, went to the States, loved it. Back here with other hellified warriors, General Muhammad, football, other brothers, other sports, Haas. All tons of these brothers been into all kind of stuff, man. Some been in real wars, and real battles, and real throwdowns, you know what I'm saying? I got Captain Kaposh over here. He one of the 8. Somebody ever mentioned the 8 to you? It means this was one of 8 men that fought the whole city, Kentucky. You understand? And say again? Louisville, Kentucky, during the riots with Black Lives Matter. And these brothers warred onto blood staking. You understand? This is an honorable war. He came through that fight. He won that battle. And then went on to build his camp and went on to build camps in the Caribbean, Dominican Republic, assisted with Haiti. What other camps?
Puerto Rico.
Now this camps all over. Like these are the kind of men that come up in here. These is not regular niggas, man. Okay? These is brothers that really understand what it means to be faithful to the thing that you stand on. You understand? This is greatness. You're watching greatness before your eyes. You're watching the Lord hand down great work to more and more great brothers. So we at Hebrew Academy. We doing all our thing, but let me run it back down to you from the beginning. Hebrew Academy started by Chief Head Priest Marshall. He started this way back in the 80s. I happened to be, through the grace and mercy of the Lord, in one of those early camps. And so every Sunday, and that's the thing, we used to have to come out every Sunday for the year. So every Sunday, we would come out to the field. And everything you see us doing here, we would do then. And some enhancements. Big shout out to Cap McCard as usual, man. The head instructor for the Hebrew Academy. You understand, under the generals, has advanced the Hebrew Academy and added more to the whole production. So then Marshall would bring us out on Sunday. And we would start with our martial arts. We'd start 6 in the morning every single Sunday. And it was heavy because we'd be out partying Saturday night and all of that. And then, kill that if you can. All right, he would start out early Sunday morning and we'd be out partying Saturday night. And we'd come in as young man and had to get up Sunday morning and grind out in Hebrew Academy. And that's how it started. You know what I mean? Of course, at the time it had to develop. So he started it on Saturdays. We started to build it up. We get out there, we do our martial arts, do our training, our fighting, all of that. And then we would graduate and we would go forward. General Muhammad came in later. Did we have covers in the past? We did, so my bad. We had covers way back in the day, but we had stopped it after certain things went down. But General Muhammad brought the covers back into the game. And then the brothers started wearing the covers again because General Muhammad got us back up and running with it, you know what I mean, with the Hebrew Academy before he passed it on to the head instructor, who's the head instructor now, which is Cap McCard. So that's how the Hebrew Academy started. Marshall knew that men need to be trained. Marshall was very wise to understand that men had to have the things that men need to have to be men. And so he focused on those things as we were learning and growing in the scripture. And the Hebrew Academy was one of those things. And the Hebrew Academy was brutal. Back then, the school was brutal. You know what I mean? We'd throw you down the stairs. If you didn't act right and you was hard-headed, we'd just throw you down the stairs. Don't nobody do that now. You know, man, I witnessed cats get thrown out the window and all that from the second floor, bust their head open, and told them, you never come up in here and speak about that again. We was extremely radical and a little ignorant, and it was beautiful. And we was that way because we were just coming off some of the most horrible events that we had. First of all, the Muslims came up and attacked and killed the head of the school before we became the official ISUPK. And so as a result, it let us know that while we have this truth, that we also got to be prepared to protect ourselves and protect our family and to defend ourselves. And that's exactly what we trained to do. and it's beautiful and healthy. A lot of brothers discover ailments that they had and get them treated. You know, in the hood, you don't go to the doctor very often because you're trying to survive. You're working hours, all the psychological warfare that Esau pours down on you. And so now, if you come and you start training, you start to find out certain things might be wrong with you. You start to find out some of your shortcomings, and you start to find out some of your best and what you're really good at. And once again, it helps us greatly. Like, we've gotten lazy here, to a certain respect in terms of watching over ourselves. I'm not saying that every man got to train like he's in the woods somewhere, but we have to remember that we live among a man who will pull all our rights if he have the opportunity to. He don't care about that. And that's why, what's the name of the brother who stabbed the Edomite?
Carmelo Anthony.
Carmelo Anthony?
The one in Texas, stabbed Austin Metcalf.
Right. Carmelo Anthony.
Come.
His name is ringing out all over the internet, and for good reason, because black people realize that we are on the verge of attack by these people who have bought into the idea of America's white supremacy and racism. And because of that, black men are training. Black women are training. And they're training not to go harm nobody, but to protect themselves. Because we know certain people are sore winners. They could rule the earth and they'll still hate you. They could be in charge and they'll still do you in. So we understand that. So now brothers want to really protect themselves. If you have a son, it's always said black men like to walk away from their family. Black men don't take care of their kids. But what you don't understand is this society, and you'll never believe what I'm saying, but your psychologists and others will tell you this to be true, that you train black men to not be able to love their children because you can't love your child if you don't have the right to protect your child. So we have to go through life having children and trying to love our children while you take away our rights, give them away to women, take away our rights, give them away to homosexuals, tell us what we can and can't teach our children, stop us from raising up our sons. And so black men give up because you break their spirit. That's why they give up. But you know what? It's a new day. Take a look up on that hill. Take a look at that hill. This is a new day. These are new men. Their hearts have changed for righteousness. They're not criminals. They're not drug dealers. They're not gangsters. They're not terrorists. They're not any of those things. They're simple men seeking to understand the Bible and walk in righteousness. And whatever that takes, they want that. And they're supposed to be allowed to have it. Every man has a right to procreate, protect his family, take care of his family. And these brothers are no different. You just don't like when they do it because you're afraid of them.
And what do you do? Oh, we call it Hebrew Academy. So we the Israelite School of UPK, we're a national-wide organization. We teach blacks and Hispanic and Native American Indians that we're the 12 lost tribes of the nation of Israel according to the Bible, right? So we do a lot of these brothers, we come from the inner city communities, shanty towns, some of us is from Haiti, Dominican Republic, and we come and we just teach them discipline, so we're doing exercises, push-up drills, things like that, little self-defense, just to keep brothers disciplined, keep them out the streets, keep them out of trouble, keep them out of y'all hands.
You're afraid of the great spirit that's inside them and what the Lord might do with them.
My name is Jack Linder. I'm a reporter for the Marietta Daily Journal.
And what brought you out here?
We heard about the event that's going on here today, and so we just wanted to come by and see what was going on. So we're just interested in covering it.
What do you think about it so far?
I'm not at liberty really to give any opinion. So approximately how long are you guys going to be out?
We might be out here for a couple more hours.
A couple more hours?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you think y'all are accomplishing your goal here today?
What do you think?
I'm not sure.
Hey, when was the last time you ever seen an organization do this in this area? Or when was the last time you had to do a story or go and collect information about something in this realm?
You're afraid of that. And I can't help your fear. I can't give you a pill to solve your fear. What you've done before the Lord under the heavens is your crime. And you got to face that crime. Take another look at it. Even in wheelchairs, in any condition, they want this. You don't want them to have it. You want to be the only one feeding, the only one everyone's afraid of. You don't want anyone to have their own self-help. You say get off the welfare. You say get off the welfare. You say stop asking for a handout. Well, here they are. They're not asking for a handout. They're not asking for your welfare. They're trying to escape it. That's what Hebrew Academy has always been about. I came to Harlem, man, as a young man, at 18, looking for a life, looking to do something, and found this truth. The first sense and spirit that came over me was, I'm gonna be a free, independent, strong black man that's not gonna have to go begging another man. And that's what these brothers want. That's Hebrew Academy. That's what it's always been. That's what it was back in the 80s under the great Marshal of 1 West 125th Street, ISUPK, home of the truth since 1969. That's what it's going to be in the future, man. Brakatha Yahal Ba Shem Yahal Shai.
Sir, would you like Kawasi here tomorrow, sir?
No, that ain't a hard base. It's different.
This is what you're saying you want, sir?
Yeah, that's what
It's about time, so no curses to our enemies. You can try to run where you going.
You ain't subscribed to Not TV, my brother knocking myself gonna knock you out.
If you gotta do the shit, when I do it carefully. You can lose everything you own over jealousy. When I met her, I ain't never sweat her, I just let her breathe. See you down, keep my foot on you, that's not my pedigree. At your throat, I done took an oath, I pray I never leave. I'm a different guy, you're surprised.
Yeah,
my
c'est loin, gauche.
Soldier seat for some bloody
Comment du samedi?
Cut the conversation, better keep it brief.
Now, Valley. Hey, what's going on, Doc?
Yeah, man, we here with the man himself, man.
Yeah.
Tell the people.
Go ahead, tell the people.
Go ahead.
I'm just saying, y'all bashing y'all Shabraka to all the brothers, y'all Shema Tabashim, y'all shout to all the sisters. You know, we out here right now, we outside like we usually are.
Tell people who you are, where you from, man.
Oh, precinct officer 5000, Yatas up on lawyer, man. As you can see.
You can try to run where you going, this your destiny. You gotta fall, never rise, that's the melody. When you get to witness the beginning of a legacy.
Certified Levi, you know? Tribal Levi, you know what I'm saying, represented, man. And you know, a lot of people, they seen what happened with Levi recently with the death of the president,
right,
the earthquake and the hurricane that happened,
right,
you know. But what's been going on with Levi is something that's been going on for thousands of years, man, because we lost our identity. And this is what we are going through as a people, all the pain and suffering. And as you know, the UPK, we here to give our people this life, man, so we could get out of the hell that we are in.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah, man.
All right, man. So if you could, man, tell the people how you find the truth, man.
Oh, man, how I find the truth, man. You taking me back.
Yeah.
You taking me back, right? When I find out the truth, it was a debate. It was a debate between Captain Tazaryak and Polite.
Shout out to Captain Tazaryak.
Come, most on Christ. That's when I heard of the UPK. You know what I'm saying? But at the time, we dealing with all vain philosophies in the world. You know, studying on your own, thinking you're smart, thinking you know something.
Right.
And when I saw that debate, that's what, it attracted me to the UPK. You know, but still, I didn't come into the UPK maybe until, I think, 4 years later, you know, but that's when I first heard of ISUPK. I believe it was December 2013. That's when I first heard of the UPK. You know what I'm saying? And then, when you have your own philosophy, your own ideology, it takes a minute to purge that out.
Right.
It takes a minute to purge that out of you.
Right.
But the UPK definitely did, man. The UPK purged out all the vain philosophies, a brother had in his head, you know, and now we here.
So what happened?
We ain't going nowhere until Christ return.
So what happened that day, like when you was like, you know what, man, fuck this shit, man, I'm about to go down to the school, like what was that day or that week or that month like?
Oh, that was the cookout. I believe it was 2 years later, right? The cookout in 2015. That's when I was like, you know what, let me go see the brothers, man. You know, I heard they did some promotion.
Yeah.
You know, yeah. I believe I got some pictures of you too.
Yeah, I was there.
I got some joints in the archives, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I got some joints in the archives. I'm gonna start posting them this week, matter of fact.
Yeah.
While you say that. So yeah, I came to the cookout. That's when Officer Zakawa came as well.
Shout out Zakawa.
Officer Zakawa came to that cookout, and then I think about a year later, what happened to me is that I was watching the classes, but I wasn't taking attendance. You know what I'm saying? So one time, I started coming to the Passovers, and Captain Tazoyak saw me one day, and he was like, "What's your rank?" You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, "I'm not in the school," but he was seeing me so often because I came with my son, to the cookout, to the Passovers, and I explained to him that I'm watching the classes. He's like, "Oh, you taking attendance?" I told him, like, I didn't know about no attendance. I'm not taking no attendance. Then, I started taking my attendance. Then that was 2016. 2017, I became a trooper in the UPK. I got my name, right there on 125th, and I ain't looked back since.
That sounds great.
Yeah.
That sounds great. But it'd be rough, man. Some people, like, they get from that, that spirit they in, or just to want to change. It's rough to make a decision. So you probably had a blunt in your mouth, or
oh, you already know. I got the dreadlocks. You know what I'm saying? I had the dreadlocks. I was blasting the Molly. Everything.
Yeah. So what was that like, giving that life up, man? The dreads and all of that.
It was a process. It was a process. It wasn't hard. I think it was a lot of times that you know something is the truth, right? But your flesh wanna stay in the world. But it's the truth, and that's why a lot of time brothers, when they'll call across the line, they'll call the school. The brothers, they know that the UPK is the truth, but they fighting their flesh. So for me, it wasn't hard because I just knew. You know what I'm saying? I just knew UPK was the truth. It was just a matter of time that I come in. But I knew it was the truth.
Yeah. Now you see all right, now question, you don't see no brothers that's Haitian in here when you first got here, right? Or was it any brothers that was Haitian?
Nah, we had brothers that we had some Levite brothers. Matter of fact, I met Officer Isaiah Allah. You know what I'm saying? I met Officer Isaiah Allah. That's right, shout out to Isaiah Allah from Boston. I met him, I think, my second or third Passover. I wasn't in the truth yet. I did at least 2 or 3 Passovers, just coming around, man, just, looking at the brotherhood. The scriptures say test the spirit. Right. I was in the world, but I was, I was testing the spirit. Right. And I'm like, man, this brotherhood is intact. Yeah. And that's what attracted me, man. I saw the brotherhood, and I'm like, there's no way, this is of man. This is not of man. Right. You know what I'm saying? This is of the Lord. Exactly. And you got to be in the UPK to understand what I'm saying. But I saw that from outside looking in. You know what I'm saying? I saw it. I'm like, man, this brotherhood is, it's real. It's intact. And, I just had to come in, man. You can't resist it. Right. Like the scripture says, my sheep hear my voice. I heard the voice, man. Right. I heard the voice, and you can't resist it, man. It's something you can't resist. Right.
So also you run the interview. You trying to get together Dominicans and Haitians.
That's right.
Can you speak on that?
Oh yeah, that's right. Myself and Officer Zakawa, we have this thing on Facebook, Haitians and Dominicans, Simeon and Levite, or brothers, where we posting pictures of Simeon and Levite brothers, and also we doing classes so that we could bring these two tribes together, man, because for thousands of years we've been divided. It is even prophesied in the Bible that even though we'll be on the same island, but we'll be divided. Right. And that's because of our sin, that's because of our anger. But with the UPK, what the UPK does is that the UPK take a brother like me, so-called Haitian, that is full with rage, full with anger, and take a brother like of Sezakawa that is full with the same rage and anger and put us together, and we direct that anger towards unifying our brothers and sisters. You know what I'm saying? And that's all the work of the Lord, man, under Commanding General Yohana that we are doing here in the UPK. You know? That's right. That's right, man.
All right, man. So, anything else you want to tell our 2 subscribers or 3 followers out there?
Man, listen, man. You see those 2 subscribers, 2 or 3 subscribers, is that mustard seed that Christ spoke about, man. That's where it starts. You know what I'm saying? And then you plant that seed, and then before you know it, that seed, man, becomes that tree that the UPK is gonna grow into, and we are growing into that tree. You know what I'm saying?
Big as hell, too.
That's right. And we gonna rule this man. I ain't gonna say it, but we gonna rule this earth, man. You know, because this is our position, and this is what we have to realize, man. I'm gonna leave the people with this. Once you realize who you are, right? Once you know your identity, you realize your position. You will realize that there is a responsibility that comes with this identity. So when you see us in the street, we're telling our people we're not black, we're not Africans. You know what I'm saying? We're not African American. There's a reason for that. Because our identity comes with a responsibility. And that responsibility is that we have to rule this planet Earth. And if we're gonna rule the planet, we can behave like these other nations. We can behave like the Africans. We can behave like Esau, the Edomite, so-called Caucasian race. We can behave like the Chinese. We can behave like them because we are a peculiar people. We are special. And we have to come to that we have to come to that realization, right? So that we could rule this planet Earth the way we're supposed to rule. Because these other nations, they supposed to serve us. You know what I'm saying? When you like, New York is the prime example for this, and I'm sure it's like this for the other major cities. When you see all these other races of people and we going in there, we depend on them. You know what I'm saying? These people, they supposed to serve us. They belong at the bottom and we belong on top. You know, and there's a way we have to conduct ourselves that the UPK under Commanding General Yohana, we are doing, man. And make sure, what I'm saying, that make sure you go subscribe to Black Watch News. Subscribe to Black Watch News. That's Commanding General Yohana show, man, every Monday night at 9 p.m. All right? Shalom, Israel.
All right, man.
Sign Christ.
Now TV, baby.
So we gotta represent for the culture. Niggas coming out here with all this funny color hair, skinny jeans and shit. Fuck that, nigga. We taking it back to the fringes. Motherfucking Spikes, nigga, representing for the Hebrews. You know what I'm saying? Angry Black Man Media, nigga. We getting in there. We bringing that real shit back.
I match my guns with the sneaks. That's my fashion week. Go ask the streets. Dog, we got massive beef. We pass elite. Play this on blast, repeat. Let it go worldwide, let the masses peep. I don't care if she thick or her ass petite. She want war with the D, she a casualty. Long as she don't got no limits like I'm Master P. Fucking bitches! Boom, dick style!
Who's the problem? Who's the problem? Who do we fear? Who do we fear? Who's your king? What's your name? Israel! Drop that shit, DJ.
You ain't no Israelite, but you a gospelite, bitch. Fuck you talking about? If that nigga won't want, bitch, we ready. It ain't hard to find us. Hawk, I keep that stick locked, loaded, but he'll fade to line up. Young nigga name is Slayer. What you think? Well, you be done to try. Soft cold shit, we bought it. UPK soup solid. Little bitch think I'm crazy, think I'm playing. Like, bitch, I ain't the one. Won't fight every day, so who is you, bitch? I don't need the love. Keep my mind away. You think I love this brother? All that show myself right. UPK soup solid. Falling on my wall. Ain't nothing to see your mom. I just wanna take my piece. I just wanna take my piece. I just wanna take my piece. I'll take it from me. I'll take it from me. The whole study ain't done. It's really how this bitch walk around like they don't know nothing. And a lame nigga fall home and get set up for the court. And get guns down, man down, shoot to the time, get ready to go. I see you saw that in the show. She never get a preschool. You don't turn down, I'm standing there, bitch. Should they get you? In Tennessee, well, I'm touring. It's in Tennessee, what you looking? And that sucker dumb bitch ass boy, fuck nigga over there. I see that nigga won't watch, bitch. Sacrificing their slavery for their passion. I want to let y'all know, man, we don't live to work for the white man. Money is a tool for a purpose, but what's your purpose for? Go out there, big DJ.
I ain't finna tell y'all how I got away with this shit.
If I'm more, right, that's good business. She look good, but hang with dumb bitches. Tell her I'm way way too fly for one sister. And if she leave a priest, I won't miss her. Won't put a ring around it. Oh, no, no, no. Bitches for the street like basketball goals. I always knew she'd let that lane hit her. Won't get a cent from me, I ain't simple. Bitch, now I ain't gonna work it out. I ain't regular out. No, I ain't gonna work it out. I ain't regular out. You civilian out. Nah, failure out. I ain't gonna work it out. Cause I ain't regular out. I ain't regular out. You's a regular out. Took that bitch back. And she done fed you out. Look how you living out. You look scary out. Can't fuck that bitch right. Cause she be getting nailed out. You won't forgive her, ain't it? You wanna love her, don't you? Just know that love ain't for you. It's for the world, homie. I got some real homies. We don't pretend, homie. ISUPK, 1 West, we kicking field goals. Let that bitch lead, ho. She got them D's, though. With a little steak and ass pussy, she be going beast mode. She HIV, ho. You dirty ass skeet, ho. Don't get that shit up out your chest, bitch. Say what you gonna do now, what you gonna say now, what you gonna do to me? It is UPK, I'm shot too deep, it's better Google me. I put these girls all in my training camp like I relieve. I say what I do and I do what I say, bitch, what the fuck you mean? If I'm more right, that's good business. She look good but hang with dumb bitches. Tell her I'm way too fly for one sister. And if she leave a priest, I won't miss her. Won't put a ring around it. Oh, no, no, no. Bitches for the street like basketball goals. I always knew she'd let that lane hit her. Won't get a cent from me, I ain't simple. Bitch, now I ain't gonna work it out. I ain't regular out. No, I ain't gonna work it out. I ain't regular out. You civilian out. Nah, failure out. I ain't gonna work it out. Cause I ain't regular out. I get paper, bro. Got my standards up. You a munchkin out. Catching these out. Check my favorite out. I'm a player out. These niggas top block. Taking lead out. You shouldn't be worried about these broke ass bitches. And don't compare yourself to simp ass niggas. Had to shine a lot of these desperate ass women. Cause they be tripping hard, acting like they different. But a bit be basic, bit be horn and bit be naked, drinking. Faking, stinking, and shame is dirty, mouth bit be faking. I don't give two fucks about you, I wouldn't have put no baby in you. Bit be saying they got that paper, look, that neck be itchy. Done caught the penalty and my energy got me feeling me. Ice hitting on these diamond teeth that's into me. And I'm getting right and I'm stacking up and I'm getting to it. And these niggas hate but they can't touch cause I'm bulletproof. If I'm more right, that's good business. She look good but hang with dumb bitches. Tell her I'm way too fly for one sister. And if she leave a priest, I won't miss her. Won't put a ring around it. Oh, no, no, no. Bitches for the street like basketball goals. I always knew she'd let that lane hit her. Won't get a cent from me, I ain't simple. Bitch, now I ain't gonna work it out. I ain't regular out. No, I ain't gonna work it out. I ain't regular out. You civilian out. Nah, failure out. I ain't gonna work it out. Cause I ain't regular out.
These white businesses that support Donald Trump and say, we're fellas, we want to be hired. We want to be hired at this position, at a manager position. You understand? I only have one fella. You got a Donald Trump sticker and he got 34.
We didn't grow up in the suburban areas. We didn't grow up in the high rises. We grew up in the slums, man. Right. We grew up in the barrios. We grew up in the projects. And we had to make our children, and our parents made us think that us living in the slums and us living in the projects, we were still special people.
That's why they cover the faces of the judges thereof. Because if you know that Christ is a black man, what does that mean? That Christ is coming to establish black power, man. Black, Hispanic, and Native Indian power. This image is a lie, man. It's a lie, man. You know what I'm saying? And we come against that image, man, because we're coming for what Christ came for, man, to establish the kingdom of heaven. And the kingdom of heaven is blacks and Hispanics under Christ ruling this earth, man.
There's requirements for you to be able to rule. There's requirements for you to make it into the kingdom of heaven. And you know this because the Bible told us about it, man. But your Christian pastors have told the Bible, have used the Bible and told lies, man. They tell lies against Christ, man. Tell lies against the Most High. And now our people, all we think we are is niggas and sticks, man.
You get baptized by the Holy Spirit today. You're getting baptized by the word of the Lord. This brother's bringing out of heaven, man. Keep rocking, my brother. Your enemy is not the brother that speaks Spanish and you just speak Creole. Alright? Your enemy is written right here in this Bible, man. And you take that $10 and you put it in your stack. You just stacking the pain of the black community. You just stacking the oppression of the black community. They go home and they do their job and they kids cry. Their kids crying, asking mommy why she gotta get high, why she got a dope needle in her vein. You think you waiting on Jesus? Christ is waiting on you. He waiting on you to obey the word of God. Christ obeys the word of God. His name is the word of God. He obeys the word of God to a T, to where that became his name. What's your excuse?
There you go right there.
Hey, shalom on Christ. Yeah, I mean, it's been a spiritual day today, man. The horse situation is crazy. You know what I'm saying? While Captain Yadazak was teaching, the horses stopped. He had to hear the word. Shalom, Israel, preaching Captain Yadazak out of Texas. We out here in Memphis, man. Southern region, camp, you know what I'm saying? Having a glorious time out here in Memphis, man. A beautiful city, beautiful black people out here, man. We're going to teach everybody what they need to know about this hell we living in. This place that we living in, nobody really sees it as hell. And that's why they're so comfortable being in it. We're going to break it down today to let them know the only way they're going to get the place that they think they got to die to get is to come to life. Right. And the horse will not move.
And they should teach thee, man. You got to understand what time it is and what the Lord is showing you. You understand? God is trying to wake you up.
You don't even want to move.
You understand? He's trying to make a move, man. You're going to see a lot of most things at the time.
Right. And the horse will not move.
The Lord's going to show you in these times. You know what I'm saying? You got that scripture, brother?
He can't get the horse moved.
Chapter 12, verse 7. Look, he making them get out the carriage. What? X now the beast. And a horse of beast?
So then, you know, it was a sister that she was driving a horse too, carrying some, you know what I mean, a white couple. So she's trapped behind because the horse won't move for the white horse driver. So she get off her carriage and hand him the whip. She had the white man the whip. She had the white man the whip to get the black horse to move.
Damn, that's crazy.
Yeah. Spiritual, man.
That's good. That's good. That's crazy.
And really, the horse didn't move until the black man came and grabbed him by the reins and pulled. And he was getting all type of assistance.
That's wild. He said the horse stopped to hear the word of the Lord.
Right.
That's crazy. That's wild.
And they shall teach thee. You understand? Even the animals know who oppressed you.
That's right.
Let it vibe real quick. Look.
City eyes, it's time to vote God. My God, a real nigga, cause he wasn't no flaw. Posted on the corner like a watchdog. Family secure, got that shotty in the closet by the mob ball. Fuck what they heard, tell them it's all true. Be cautious, that foundation falls till you fall through. They gon' fall. Look, I keep this shit 50 times 2. Ain't no more heart in this game, I'm John Q. Colder than the avalanche, way above average.
You know what I'm saying? We down here in the Memphis camp, man. ISUPK Memphis, we got Texas down here, Louisiana, Mississippi, Alabama, where we're strong in the Mid-South, bringing the truth for the Most High to our brothers and sisters down here. You know what I'm saying? ISUPK, under Commander General Hunter since 1969, out of 1 West 125th Street, all of New York.
South ISUPK, Mississippi. Down here in Memphis, you know what I'm saying? Showing our brothers and sisters true love. And Christians don't understand.
I talk to niggas, a ton of niggas all the time, and they, you right, bro, man, like you said, that shit head spot on, you know what I'm saying, man? Look, that's what we need out here, and it's like, you gotta come to class, you can be one of, I can't, you know what I'm saying, I can't do that, brother. And that's like, I had a plan, got down here, the Lord threw that shit out the window. I was like, you wanna be in Memphis? You gonna be in Memphis, nigga. I came down here, I had 2 businesses. I had money, this and that, nigga. COVID hit, wrecked my whole life, crashed my car. Nigga, no more Ubering for my bread. No more selling life insurance. And nigga, what was I doing? Primerica? Nigga, I was licensed in like 7 states. I had my plan. I'm gonna use UPK and I'm gonna get money that. The Lord said, get the fuck out of here. COVID hit, nigga. I had to, nigga, walk to work in Memphis with no vehicle. Fuck out of here, nigga. There ain't no buses. The bus don't run. It's like in regular places. I'm riding a bicycle to work, nigga, 2 miles. 34-year-old me. The fuck riding a bike to work at the University of Memphis as a parking attendant, nigga. Teaching classes in my living room because there is no library. There is no place to tell people where to come to. I got the side, and now, okay, boom, Memphis is a black city, right? Every night, like clockwork, between 11 and midnight.
All right, I appreciate all the young men and students. I think y'all did a great job today. General already laid a foundation. We build it on top of that. That's what is important. The young men seeing that. You know what I'm saying? Just how Commander Junior Hunter saw it when he was young. You know what I'm saying? So you got it, Barack.
I want to thank everybody. Like seeing y'all brothers did my heart good, did my mind good, did my soul good. Like this is something that keeps me in the fight. This is something that keeps me going to be able to work with y'all brothers because I get to see everybody's spirit and who they are. Like we all make up this thing called Israel. We all different, but we all move as one. And how tight we is, like I love it. There ain't nothing better than this. There's no job I can have, no woman I can have, no money I can have. There is nothing that's more important in this world than spending this time with y'all brothers. And like I appreciate y'all taking the time out, driving down here, being diligent while you down here and still pushing forward, still pushing this truth, no matter what the hell is going on in your life. Like that's heavy. And y'all brothers, you know what I'm saying? I give y'all my life because y'all gave it to me. So I throw out of y'all, and that's it. So.
Bible say, know them that labor among you. And labor is how you learn the men around you. You know what I'm saying? Partying and having a good time is fun, but how you bond is through labor. How you bond is through going to war together. That strengthens your bond. You know what I'm saying? What a lot of brothers experience today is a bond being strengthened. You know what I'm saying? Brothers we've been seeing, brothers we might have not seen. But this is the stage that we going into now. You understand? This is the catalyst that's gonna push us forward. These type of camps, moving forward. So what is it gonna teach us? It's gonna teach us to depend on each other. It's gonna teach us to rely on each other. It's gonna make us more of a system. You understand? On organizing and mobilizing. This is gonna be important, not just with camp, but other operations go moving forward. And the Lord is gonna he's gonna render the fruit from what we did today. A lot of people was paying attention, and they really was paying attention, seeing us in that rain. You know what I'm saying? Usually in soccer war, you know. Captain Yachty, you know. Paladin, you know. They usually clip camp. You know what I'm saying? And we could have done it, but I just felt that me and Soccer War talked about it, that we can do this. And it was more eyes on you than you saw. And we stayed out there, and the more we stayed out there in that rain, you know, the Lord was glorified. And that's the thing we want to glorify the Most High. You know what I'm saying? The Lord get the glory be to Yahweh Shah, then we done our job. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna let you know this too. Satan gonna try to attack you brothers. You know what I'm saying? Before camp. A lot of times, a lot of problems come up before camp, whether it's your rib or whatever. That's Satan trying to stop you. When you see that happening, just know that you about to, I hate to use what the Christian term said, the breakthrough. You about to, you know what I'm saying? You about to punish something in the spirit. And you seen it with the horse stopping. You know what I'm saying? We even had a little DJ out there, he playing Can You Stand the Rain? You know what I'm saying? But that is these are the type of moments that build you. You know what I'm saying? So it's good for the younger man to see, and it's good that we're gonna be not just hitting Memphis, we're gonna be hitting other Alabama. We're gonna be hitting Texas. You know, Texas rolling strong. I already got, man, we thank Yadazak for, you know, bringing Texas down, you know what I'm saying? And we're gonna be hitting all these different zones, man. We're gonna be organizing and going over the finances and making sure everything is good. because this is how we gonna have to organize. And the more we come out there like this, the more it's gonna bring more fruit. You know what I'm saying? So I want to thank all y'all. Thank Captain Soccer War, all the captains, all the officers, all the troopers that came out, man. And you know what I'm saying? And like I said, I know General Commander Junior Hunter gonna be happy about the report. The main thing, we made it to camp and we made it back. Everybody made it back safe. You know what I'm saying? So now the next step is making it home safe. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna go ahead and enjoy ourselves for Soccer War. I want to thank you for having the sisters prepare the food for us earlier and have the food for us now. And like I said, we just keep building. Learn from all this, man. Learn from, you know, I could just tell a sidebar. Captain Yada's like, no. When we was building up Texas, it was me and Matabar coming from Louisiana to Texas. We were driving 7 hours every weekend. 7 hours every weekend. Nickel and diamond. We would sleep, me and Matabar, we would be sleeping in the car on the side of the road. You understand? And we did that for, I forgot how many months, 6, 7 months? Almost a whole year. And look at what Texas has done now. Look at the sacrifices. You know what I'm saying? Had to really believe me in all that. Because I was so dedicated to the truth. You know what I'm saying? But that's what the Lord is going, he going to prove every man. Every man going to be tested. And he going to see how bad you want it. And because we went through that, look at Texas now. And look at these zones that's coming up now. You know what I'm saying? I mean, we got a golden opportunity, man, to do something that's going to be a legacy. You know, it don't seem like it now, but I'm sure the 12 disciples didn't think that either at first. But when you know what I'm saying, when Christ got done with them, they understood. You know what I'm saying? Some of them didn't get it till he was gone.
Right.
But they understood later on. You know what I'm saying? It brought down the Roman Empire. So remember what we learned. Right. Remember your training. Remember, go to he and he alone if it's an alt. Don't let Satan creep in to divide us. You know what I'm saying? Because we all brothers and we all family. And we gonna lean on each other. If you feel weak, lean on me. The young men, they feel weak, they gonna, and that's who will be the weakest in most cases because they don't have the understanding. But we'll be able to lean on each other and embrace them brothers for what's going on. You know what I'm saying? To help them make sense of what's all that's happening in the earth. So I just wanted to say that, man. I want to thank everybody again. Soccer War, I'm gonna hand it over to you. Come, I could argue. Give salute out. I'm in the Israel Majid Shabbat. Majid. Barak.
Let it vibe real quick. Look.
City eyes, it's time to vote God. My God, a real nigga, cause he wasn't no flaw. Posted on the corner like a watchdog. Family secure, got that shot in the closet by the mob ball. Fuck what they heard, but tell them it's all true. Be cautious, that foundation faulted to fall through. They gon' fall. Look, I keep this shit 50 times 2. Ain't no more heart in this game, I'm John Q.
So we gotta represent for the culture. Niggas coming out here with all this funny color hair, skinny jeans and shit. Fuck that, nigga. We taking it back to the fringes. Motherfucking spikes, nigga, representing for the Hebrews. You know what I'm saying? Angry Black Man Media, nigga. We getting it there. We bringing that real shit back.
I match my guns with the sneaks. That's my fashion week. Go ask the streets. Dog, we got massive beef. We pass elite. Play this on blast, repeat. Let it go worldwide, let the masses peep. I don't care if she thick or her ass petite. She want war with the D, she a casualty. Long as she don't got no limits like I'm Master P.
Stop! No, do that shit over again.
You know I'm squeezing on triggers, my bullets hitting you won't heal it with stitches. You don't want that, you don't want to get your skull cracked. Better tighten up when a nigga tell you fall back. Titties on the drum, you a sucker, give you all that. When you stand tall at, that's where you gon' fall at.
New York are just incidental. The problem exists because white people think they're better than black people and they want to oppress us and they want us to allow ourselves to be oppressed.
This is the I agree with you perfectly. This is the basic problem.
Then what do you
that white people
think
they're better than others.
I can't solve the problem. You guys pull the strings that close schools. You guys draw the boundaries that keep our kids restricted to the ghetto. You guys write up the restrictive covenants that keep us out of houses. So it's up to you to talk to your brothers and your sisters and persuade them that they have a responsibility. We've assumed ours for over 400 years, and we're tired of this kind of stuff now. We're not going to suffer patiently anymore. No more turning the other cheek. No more blessing our enemies. No more praying for those who despitefully use us. We're going to show you that we've learned the lessons you've taught us. We've studied your history, and you did not take over this country by singing "We Shall Overcome." You did not gain control of the world like you have it now by dealing fairly with a man and keeping your word. You're treaty breakers, you're liars, you're thieves, you rape entire continents and races of people. Then you wonder why these very people don't have any confidence or trust in you. Your religion means nothing. Your law is a farce, and we see it every day. You demonstrated it in Alabama. And I can say you because you're part of the whole system. You profit from it. In fact, you make your living from it. You couldn't walk around and talk to people, stand up in your pulpit on Sunday and preach nice little songs and say, now we're going to give thanks to the Lord for he is good and old Jesus be among us. As far as we're concerned, your Jesus is contaminated, just like everything else you tried to force upon us is contaminated.
Well,
so you can have him. And here's what I'll say. I wish you would follow Jesus like we followed him. Because if you did that, then we'd be in charge tomorrow. I think the problem is so bad that we can have no understanding at all.
You think it's gotten to the point where there can never be that reconciliation then?
No. You talk about justice, and it means one thing to you, and we talk about it and it means something else to us. And it'll always be that way. And I'd like you to know I have a terrible feeling against preachers, because I think you guys are the ones who are largely responsible for the problem in the first place. And you can accept it or not any way you choose. And for you, this may be an excursion, you know, across the line.
What about the person that wants to listen? I genuinely feel that I want to listen.
Well, if you listen and try to do something, you get kicked out of your church. See, that's the way your people are.
Well, we can make changes, right? So the changes that have come have been drastic.
God bless you, little brother. Come back and see us again sometime. And don't look back in anger.
In 1974, Patricia Hearst, the heiress to the media empire of the Hearst family, was kidnapped by the leftist armed group known as the SLA. 2 months later, Patricia adopted the name Tanya and joined the ranks of the SLA, participating in bank robberies. She declared herself a member of the SLA, armed herself, and even posed for photographs. After the FBI's armed confrontation with the SLA, Patricia was arrested following her year-and-a-half-long fugitive period. She faced charges of armed robbery and terrorism. Patricia shocked the United States with her statement that she was innocent because everything was an action carried out under the influence of SLA. Patricia's case became a prominent example of the phenomenon known as the Stockholm Syndrome, where hostages sympathize with or even join their captors due to brainwashing or survival instincts. In 1974,
All right, Most High Christ. Salaki for the delay. Yah Bashim Yashamakita to the brothers. Yah Shemar Kam Bashim Yashak to sisters. I'm preaching of Saparatiza out of No Coward. Yonkers, New York. YO is in the house. This is the ISUPK, the Israelite School of University School Practical Knowledge. Start off with 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under Commander Junior Hunter. And since 1969, we've been teaching the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and the American Indians. They are God's chosen people of the Bible. Let's clap it up. You know what I'm saying? This is Tuesday Hood. This is a Tuesday Brotherhood class. Let's clap it up according to the Bible. For blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians. Bob Bashar. Oh, there was one video that I forgot to send you. We're going to send that to you, Bob Bashar, because blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians need to know who we are. Bob Bashar, I'm going to send it to you, but meanwhile, just read the title of this.
If you could hear and see Officer Paratazar, put a 1 in the chat. Shall put a 1 in the chat. If you could hear me, and also if you could see Officer Paratazar on the screen. Give me a couple of seconds.
Yeah, it's all good. It's definitely all filthy. That's what's up.
Shalom, tested 1, 2, 3. Okay, no sweat. The title of the class is Israelites, God Chosen. Why do we follow our taskmaster?
That's it. Why do we follow our taskmasters? Black Taskmasters in America Indian. You can check the Gmail. I just sent it. You're gonna see black people on display. Little boy. Blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians. Why are we following our goddamn taskmasters? You know what a taskmaster is? An overseer. You know who's an overseer? That cracked the whip on his, you know what I'm saying, that followed the instructions from his slave master, who are we slaves.
Is it Captain teacher follow?
Huh? Which one? Oh, no, just refreshing. I think I saw it. No, go back. I probably gotta send it again.
I think so.
Yeah, because usually be like a little delay on it. So just let's go back to the main screen. Yeah, just go back to the main screen because you're going to see Paratazar 77. That's where it is at. Send it again. It's all great. I'll send it again. It's all great. Here we go. Okay, share it. Okay, Gmail. Cross the line. Here we go. Cross the line. This book here. Okay, copy. Put on paste for the subject. Okay, I'm sending it again. So blacks, Hispanics, and Americans. We started following Donald Trump. We started following our slave men. We started following drug dealers and all types of filthiness. We started following, you know what I'm saying? Our daughters started following how to be a whore. Our men started following how to be a pimp. You know what I'm saying? Our young brothers and sisters start following how to be a pimp, a drug dealer, and a disgusting bastard like our slave master. Right now, you know what I mean? Right now, America is preparing themselves for Sodom and Gomorrah. Anybody who knows the Bible, Sodom and Gomorrah was, you know what I'm saying, was pedophile, you know what I'm saying, was a bunch of pedophiles. Was a bunch of LGBTQ community, a bunch of alternative lifestyle. There's a bunch of men they think they could be women, and women think they could be men. That's what, you know what I mean? That's what they about to celebrate. That's what they about to celebrate. And you know what I mean? And prop it up. And prop it up like it's something good. That it never came. It still never came.
Is it from YouTube? Is it video from YouTube?
No, yeah, YouTube short. This is from YouTube short. I always send it.
What kind of short is it? From what is it?
No, it's about our little brother that was getting interviewed back in the 1940s during Jim Crow. That he had to take care of his family, and a white man would just interview him. You know what I'm saying? Like the arrogant bastard that he is, like, why are you doing this? Why do you gotta, you know what I'm saying, work in these cornfields? How old are you? 10. How old is your sister? 5. Why you gotta take care of your sister? Yo, what happened to your bed? You know what he said? Because the rat ate up my bed. Why are you in this position? Why can't you pull yourself up by your bootstraps? He's doing that. That's how disgusting he sounds. Sloppy. I'm surprised I ain't seen it.
If you could give me the title of the video, I could go. So.
They don't have a title. Let me see if I can see it's on. Yeah, it's just a link. It's like a link. It's like a facebook.com because that's what you know what I mean. That's what it is. I'm going to send it to your phone, and maybe you could just do it through there. So I send it to your phone. Sean, copy. Oh no, it's not it. Share it. And I'm just going to send it to you real quick. It probably gonna come like 2 days later. All right, I just sent it to your email. So Blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians, we are following suit by these disgusting bastards. We are doing it. But let's go in these scriptures. You know what I'm saying? For time's sake, Bob Shaw. Let's go to I just saw it. Oh, let's go to Exodus chapter 5, verse 9.
Okay.
Let's go to Exodus chapter 5, verse 9. To see what I mean? Because Blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians was in Egypt. Oh man, we are in Goshen. We are chilling, willing, and dealing, because our brother Joseph, Yahweh, you know what I'm saying? The forefathers of Puerto Ricans and the Cubans, he was holding us down. And we, you know what I mean? And we wasn't intruding, we wasn't infringing on the way of life of the Egyptians. We wasn't doing that at all. We were just being Blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians. We just having our barbecues. We having our electric slide. We had a merengue, salsa, our mambo. We making our music. It's all good, priests. But our oppressor, he want to do us dirty. He want to do us dirty. We working for him. He still want to do us dirty. He still want to do that. Which one you want to do? You did the share?
Oh,
there you go. Yeah, I see. I'm looking at it right there. There you go. Yeah, that's the one that you like. Yeah, that's the one right there. That's the one right there. I go let me see. Let us blah blah blah. Go to 7 blah blah. There you go.
Exodus chapter 5, verse 7.
Oh man, there we go. One more up. There we go. That's one more slot.
Okay, verse 6.
First verse 5. Verse 5. 5. Go back down.
Verse 5. Exodus chapter 5, verse 5. And Pharaoh said, behold, the people of the land are many. And Pharaoh said, behold, the people of the land now are many.
Go on.
And ye make them rest from their burden.
So right now, you know what I'm saying? We got Pharaoh that didn't know nothing about Joseph, Yahweh in the Hebrew. You know what I'm saying? And our brothers and sisters are chilling in Goshen. But he was looking at them. He's like, why we are so oppressed these people, but these people that's below us is flourishing. They laughing, they giggling, they making money. Why is they flourishing? And he says it right here. And Pharaoh said, behold, the people of the land now are many, and ye make them rest from their burden. Read on.
Verse 6. And Pharaoh commanded the same day.
Say that again.
Commanded the same day.
God damn, man, you know what I'm saying? They don't got enough goddamn burdens. They don't have enough burdens. Let's make them slaves. Let's do all the disgustingness, you know what I mean, that we can't do this to these people, even though they ain't do nothing to me. They ain't do nothing to me. What did Christopher Columbus say? These are the nice, courteous people. It should be no problem that we could take over these people. You understand what I'm saying that? Here in America, good guys finish last. No good deed going unpunished. You taking my kindness for weakness. If you give them an inch, they're gonna take a yard. You see it. You see it. It's always fight, 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 war, war, war. With, you know what I'm saying? With Joe Biden and Donald Trump, with Americanism, with so for white man. They always about goddamn war and never about peace. Never. Only time when they talk about peace, when they already kick you in the goddamn teeth. When they force you to ask, can you please, when they force you to say, can you please stop kicking my teeth in? Please, master. And they was like, okay, we're going to stop kicking your teeth in because you said master. Even though you didn't do nothing to me. Read on. You want to read from 6 again on the top?
Verse 6 from the top. And Pharaoh commanded the same day.
And this goddamn slave master, this Hamite, this Egyptian, commanded the same day. Read on.
The taskmasters.
The what?
Taskmasters.
Matter of fact, the French. Say that again.
Taskmasters.
The Irish. Oh wait, you know the Irish was the taskmasters over the blacks, Hispanics, and Americans. Say that again.
Taskmasters.
Oh man, the Chinese. Say that again.
Taskmasters.
Read on.
Of the people.
Of the what?
Of the people.
Go on.
And their officers.
And they what?
Officers.
Of the people of who? The people that was in power. And they are officers. Read on.
Saying, verse 7, ye shall no more give the people straw to make bread.
Oh, man. You know, this is right here. This is letting you know we was already enslaved. So our brother, you know what I'm saying, this Levite brother, so-called Haitian brother, told Pharaoh, let my people go. Let my people go. Yo, you know what? Let them go for a couple of days so they could just praise to their most high power. Pharaoh say, hell goddamn no. You know what? By you saying that, you know it's hard to make bricks without the straw. You know what I'm saying? To enforce the brick so the brick could be strong. Because you know what I mean? Remember, straw is fibers. You know what fiber is? Not to sound disgusting. When you eat apples, you know what I'm saying, for your digestive system, right, there's fibers in the apple that help to sweep, you know what I'm saying, your colon. So when you defecate, it broke out the defecation, so you won't be constipated. It will hold it in place. That's what the straw was. But it wasn't no straw no more because Donald Trump and our slave master wanted, you know what I'm saying, want us to work even harder, even though he beating our goddamn teeth in. Read on.
And God, as heretofore.
Say again.
As heretofore.
Go on.
Let them go and gather straw for themselves.
Say that again.
Let them go and gather straw for themselves.
Let them go and gather the goddamn straw for themselves. Baba Kishar, go to the second the tab. Go to the second tab and get Exodus chapter 1, verse 11. Okay, Exodus chapter 1, verse 11, Baba Bashar. So we can get some context and the reason why this disgusting bastard said it. But
Exodus.
matter of fact, start from 10.
Exodus chapter 1, verse 10. Come on, let us deal wisely with them.
Oh, matter of fact, let me see here. Oh, start from 8. My fault.
Verse 8. Now there arose up a new king over Egypt, which knew not Joseph.
Let me say that again.
Which knew not Joseph.
Oh, he don't know a goddamn thing about our brother Yahushua that brung, you know what I'm saying? That predict that saved Egypt and says, yo, do this so you won't go, you know what I'm saying, you won't go through a famine like the rest of these countries that's around you. And once you don't go through this famine, they're going to come to you. They're going to come to you with money and riches so they don't starve. And you're going to be the most top nation on this earth. And guess what the Egyptians did? They listened to Joseph. And guess what happened? They became the top nation on the earth because they didn't go to the famine and they helped the other nations around about them feed them for a price. You know?
Oh, God. Verse 9. And he said unto his people, behold, the people of the children of Israel.
Say that again.
The people of the children of Israel.
So-called blacks.
The people of the children of Israel.
So-called Native American Indians.
The people of the children of Israel.
So-called Hispanics.
The people of the children of Israel.
You know what I'm saying? Yasha Allah, the 12 tribes of Israel, the people, you know what I'm saying? The people of the children of Israel, read on.
Are more and mightier than we.
Say that again.
Are more and mightier than we.
Wait, hold up. We over here in Goshen, a bunch of goddamn sheep herders. We're not hurting nobody, yo, priest. You understand what I'm saying? We not doing anything. We just came out of slavery. We try to establish our city. Our slave master said separate but equal. We said okay, because we in your land. We following we following your law. Can we just build Black Wall Street? Can we just do our thing? And you know what Donald Trump people said? He said Israel are more and mighty than we. That's what he said. He said these Negroes just came out of slavery. These coloreds, these, you know what I mean? These N-words just came out of slavery 2 minutes ago. How the hell they building plane strips? How they making, you know what I mean? How are they inventing all the, you know what I mean? How are they inventing all these inventions? How are they making this stuff? How are they, you know what I'm saying? How are they building these colleges? Why are they flying these goddamn planes? Why? Our oppressor, that's an agent, knew what was going down. And you know who read who read these documentations? White Jesus Doctrine read this. The Catholic Church read this documentation. The Mormons, the Muslims. America read the doctrine and knew Blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians will be on top if we leave them alone. So we cannot leave them alone. The white man can never leave us alone. Leave us a goddamn alone while we gather our brothers and sisters together in brotherhood. Leave us alone. But he won't. Because you know why? We in his captivity. He won't do it. He would never do it. Because he's a disgusting bastard. You know.
Hold on, Pop, verse 10. The people of the children of Israel are more and mightier than we.
Oh man, how you gonna say we more than mighty meanwhile we underneath your boot? How are you gonna say you more than, you know what I'm saying? We are more and mighty than we you. Then we just following everything what you say. You said 7 but equal is good, it's the law. We said okay. We said you told us Jim Crow. We said okay. You said segregation. We said okay. We say, you know what I'm saying? You told us you're not allowed to vote. We said okay. During that time. And you still said that, you know what I'm saying, that the house of Yasha Allah is still more mighty than your disgusting bastard. Because we are. You know what I'm saying? You know our oppressor says all day, every day, yo, we done crushed these goddamn people. They got, you know what I'm saying, on their IDs, they got my name. On the history of, you know, on the history of this country, we made them fight for the North and the South. All the wars that we started, that nobody, you know what I mean, that we started and nobody did nothing to us, they fought for us on our behalf. See how hard that is, freaks? Stockholm Syndrome. We're a bunch of Patty Hearst. And Baba Gashar. And when you get a chance, give me you know what I mean? Not right now, give me the oxen node of Master's crib.
One more.
You're gonna look on my what's it too? But yeah, the oxen node in Master's crib. We are homeborn slave, blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. The title, go back to let me read the title while you get Baba Gashar.
Okay. Israelites, God chosen.
Oh man, Israelites, God's chosen. Because you know what white people does? They want to replace the Israelites. Guess who's stopping white people to replace the Israelites? Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. You know that's what's going on right now. That's the reason why we fight with Christians. Because Christians, you know what I'm saying? These fake Christians, because only Israelites is the only Christians on the earth. They don't know that. They never understand that concept. Ask an African American, where are you in the goddamn Bible? And be, you know what I'm saying? Be honest with that. Who are the white men in the Bible? Who are the Chinese in the Bible? You know what they would say? They would talk like a goddamn slave. I don't know, massa. Color don't matter, massa. But they never had a problem with that white Jesus. We never had a problem with that, please.
What?
And that's the problem. Israelites, God's chosen. We do, why do we follow our taskmaster? Stockholm Syndrome. We love our taskmaster. Our taskmaster said, hey, let your father become your mother and let your mother become your father. We follow that. Hey, it's okay for men to love other men. It's okay. That's what our taskmaster said to us, please.
Right.
Say, hey, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to shame you because you told your daughter to put on clothes and not show her breasts in front of her father. A taskmaster says it's okay. That's what happened, please. Read on.
Oh, God, verse 10.
Mm-hmm.
Come on.
Say that again?
Come on.
Oh, my slave master say, yo, come on. Understand what I'm saying to you. Man, you're saying my counsel. Read on.
Let us deal wisely with them.
Let us do what?
Deal wisely with them.
No, say that again.
Let us deal wisely with them.
Hey, let's not jump the gun. Let's think on this right here. These people, you know what I'm saying, doesn't matter. Every time when we, you know what I mean, when we leave these people alone, they start growing and getting mighty. Hold up, we got to fall back. We got to see the reason why they're growing so mighty. Even though they're underneath my boot heel. Why are they still growing? Why are they still here? The Tasmanians is not here no more. We done destroyed all of them. You know that's what happened, right, Priest? I don't know if you know that. You know what I mean? The Australians, you know, I'm talking about the white Australians. That's what, you know, that's the reason why the country name is that. It's Australia. The white people, there was a neighboring island off of Australia. You ever heard of Tasmania? They call it Tasmanian devil, whatever. Afro, you know, they dark people.
Right.
They conquered that entire goddamn land. There's no more Tasmanians on the land. No more. It's over. They are gone. Joe Biden peoples, Donald Trump peoples, America people, you know, white Jesus people conquered the entire land. There's no more Tasmanians no more. You know, with the neighboring island, they was like, hey, we can't do that genocide no more. They just conquered, you know what I'm saying, what they call it, the Aborigines. They just, the Japhites. They just destroyed the Japhites. You know that's what happened, right? First they try to unalive all of them, but they couldn't do that. Then they try to breed them out of history. Then they say, God love everybody. You believe that? That's what white people do.
Huh.
They try to unalive you. If they can't unalive you, they try to violate you out of history. But they can't do that because there's still men out there, still Japhite men out there, Aborigine men out there. Then they say, God loves everybody. But guess what? Their faces is on the dollar bills. Their faces is on TV. They don't have an army to protect them. They say, hey, I'll be your army. See how disgusting that this bastard is? He's disgusting. He's a disgusting bastard. Then our people going to follow behind that? Rappers? Rappers don't got no goddamn moral compass. You know rappers going to promote the LGBT community. Because they're doing it now. They slut out their daughters. They slut out their mothers. You know what I'm saying? They say it's okay for their son, you know what I'm saying, could be a whoremonger. That's what we learned from America. It's okay, you know, in the black community, it's okay for your 13-year-old son to have sex with a 25-year-old woman. You know it's okay, right? You know that was okay, Preach? You know we pulled it up all the time in my class. Right. Who's part of that? Celebrities. Yonkers, talk to me. If I'm lying, let me know if I'm lying. Bobby Shaw, finish that scripture.
Come on, God. Lest they multiply, and it come to pass that when there fought out any war, they join also unto our enemy.
You know they say that all the time. You know what? You know, so-called white people always say, "Yo, what happens if they do the things that we did to them?" You know they say that stuff all the time, right? Hey, remember the propaganda was like, "Yo, maybe if they what happened if they join with the Native American Indians? Hey, maybe they join with the Chinese. Maybe they join with the Cuban. You know, they always say that right there. But we such loyal goddamn dogs. Bob Gashar, bring Israel a homeborn slave.
Come on, Carl. Isaiah chapter 1, verse 3.
Oh, wait.
The ox knoweth his owner, and the ass his master's crib. But Israel doth not know, my people doth not consider.
Oh man, yo, read that top again, Bob Gashar.
Come on, God. The ox knoweth his owner.
A ox, a goddamn animal. A ox, a farm animal, a dumb farm animal. The ox knoweth his owner. Who is our owner? Blacks, Hispanics, and the American Indians. You think white Jesus is our owner. And you know what? You're a priest. And I want everybody, you know what I'm saying, who's watching, you know what I'm saying, No Cow with Yonkers, and watching ISUPK, watching the Brotherhood class, ask them, ask Blacks, Hispanics, and the American Indians, who is our owner? You know they're going to say white Jesus, right? Jesus. Hold on, what you mean about Jesus? Who is our owner? What do the scripture means? Pull this scripture right here in Isaiah. The ox knowing our owner, read on.
The ox knoweth his owner, and the ass his master's crib.
And his what?
And the ass his master's crib.
The ass, which means a donkey. Yeah, everybody know a donkey is stubborn. Majority of the time. That's what it is. You know what I'm saying? Isaiah is comparing us to a damn ox and a donkey. He's saying, yo, this animal knoweth his master. This animal is dumb, but he know who his master is. And the ass, this donkey, has, you know what I'm saying? This donkey has master crib and know who his master crib is. Know who is the house of his master. Read on.
But Israel.
But what?
Israel.
So-called blacks.
Israel.
So-called American Indians.
Israel.
So-called Hispanics.
Israel.
12 tribes of Israel. Read on.
Doth not know.
Oh man, we don't know a goddamn thing. Read on.
My people doth not consider.
Say that again.
My people doth not consider.
Every people. Say that again.
My people doth not consider.
No, that's Isaiah. That's, you know what I'm saying? God love everybody. That's Isaiah people. Say that again.
My people doth not consider.
Who is Isaiah people? See the cut right there, priest? Isaiah. Who people are he's talking about? The Egyptian, you know what I'm saying? The Egyptians is dumb, you know what I mean? The Egyptians don't know, you know, they don't consider who their master is. The East Indians don't know who their master is. That's what it means right here. God's left everybody, right? The Moabites, you know what I'm saying? The Moabites are dumb oxes. The Ammonites are dumb asses. The Egyptian, you know what I'm saying? The Egyptians don't consider who is, you know what I mean? Who is their master? You just got to pull this scripture right here. Only Israel gonna go through this? Israel gonna go through this. Not everybody else, because everybody knows who know who they are. But who don't know who they are? On this earth. You saw Priest and Officer Yatazar, talking to the Edomite woman, they're talking about the Irish. The Irish. And I wish that he brought up the paddy wagons. The Irish is the police. The Irish is who? The Tastmasters. The Irish was who? The overseers. You think it's Bob? You think it's a coincidence that the Irish is the majority of police officers? They was the slave hunters. The Irish. Bob Shaw. Matter of fact, yeah, you could drop that right there. Let's go back to Exodus chapter 1, verse 11.
Oh God. Exodus chapter 1, verse 11.
Mm-hmm.
Therefore, they did set over them taskmasters.
Say that again.
Therefore, they did set over them taskmasters.
Oh, the Irish. Say that again.
Taskmasters.
Oh man, was it the Italians? Say that again.
Taskmasters.
Wait. I gotta say the Italians twice and the Irish twice, because in Yonkers, the people who's over blacks, Hispanics, and the American Indians is Irish and Italians. Prove me wrong, Yonkers. Those is our taskmaster. What so-called African Americans became mayor over Yonkers? Anybody? Hold on, let's say this. What Hispanic became chief? You know what I'm saying? Became chief officer in Yonkers. Anybody? I need to know. I need to know this. Yonkers was ran by the Italians and the Irish. Our taskmaster. We don't.
Oh God. To afflict them over their burden.
Say that again.
To afflict them over their burden.
Oh man, you better not. You better not talking about you're gonna run for mayor in Yonkers. You better not talking about you're gonna run for the chief officer in Yonkers. You better go to Whitney Young. You better go to Slow Bombs. You better go to Locust Hill 77. How dare you say this? You better not come over here. You better not come over here, you know what I'm saying? You better not come over here on Central Avenue. Oh no, you better not come on Central Avenue. Midlands? No Negroes living in Midlands in Yonkers. Anybody? Anybody? Oh yeah. Oh yeah, we know this. Oh, this. Therefore, they did set over them. The them is the Israelites, the blacks, Hispanics, and the American Indians taskmasters. You know who them taskmasters? Irish, the Polish, the Jewish, what I said, the Italians. This is in Yonkers. I'm telling you straight up. This is where Yonkers got Polish, Italians, monks walking around Yonkers. You know, like the monk suits? The monk suits, priests. They walk around Yonkers with the monk suits. Like, they ain't get robbed once.
Right.
Guess what? I got robbed 3 times. I got robbed 3 times. I got beat up. I got a gun put on my head. But we scared of these people. Ain't nobody in YO, you know what I'm saying, downtown Yonkers, Getty Square. Ain't nobody robbing no goddamn Irish man. Italian man. But we getting robbed. Somebody robbing, you know what I mean? Nobody's robbing these monks. But if I walk to the aqueduct, Lord be with me. You know, Lord be with me. You know what the brother said? Hey, dog, man, you were slipping. You should never walk down there. That's what they were telling me. But the monk just said, and he's all good. You know.
Come on, God. And they built for Pharaoh treasure city.
Say that again.
And they built for Pharaoh treasure city.
New York. Say that again.
And they built for Pharaoh treasure city.
Los Angeles. Say that again.
And they built for Pharaoh treasure city.
Boston. Say that again.
And they built for Pharaoh treasure city.
God damn, Houston, Texas. Say that again. Who we?
And they built for Pharaoh treasure city.
Now there's New York. Let's say that again.
And they built for Pharaoh treasure city.
Brooklyn, New York. Who we? You know.
And they built for Pharaoh treasure city.
The treasure cities. Oh, they got the monies. They say your city is broke, but why there's so many goddamn mansions in your city? Why is the waterfront is being built up? But when I was growing up on the waterfront, that was you know what I mean? That was like goddamn a wall. You know what I'm saying? A wall place. Now there's Joe Biden people who's living in Yonkers, on the bottom of Yonkers. That's the treasure cities right there. You know.
Python and Ranty.
Say that again?
Python and Ranty.
Oh, Python and Ranty got all the monies. Got all the monies. Papa Kashar, you could drop that. Let's go to Leviticus chapter 20. I think it's 26 verse 20. Let's go to the classic real quick. And I'm going to go to my quick breakdown. I see the time, so we're going to go to my quick breakdown. For black suspense in the American.
So like you said, Leviticus 20.
20. Oh no. Go 26 verse 20.
26 verse 20.
Yeah, 26 and 20. Oh no. 20 and 26. I always get that back. 20 and 26.
Exodus, Leviticus chapter 26. So like 20 and 26.
Mm-hmm.
And ye shall be holy unto me.
Say that again.
And ye shall be holy unto me.
You know what I'm saying? This is the so-called Haitian man, a Levite, talking to his people. He's telling the Most High is talking to this Haitian brother and saying the Most High said this to us. And ye shall be holy unto me, the Most High God. You, Israelites, you're going to be holy, Kodash, unto the Most High God, your power. Read on.
For I, the Lord, am holy.
Say that again.
For I, the Lord, am holy.
For I, the Most High power, the Most High God is holy. I am also separate. You separate, you holy, and I'm holy. I'm not talking to everybody else. I'm talking to you, Israelites. You 12 tribes of Israel. You black Hispanics and the American Indians. I'm letting you know that I didn't write this Bible for nobody else but you. You is the chosen seed. You know what I'm saying? You got the blessings and the inheritance over the entire earth. You, Israelites. Nobody else. Nobody else. And don't let nobody tell you wrong. If they did, you are a disgusting bastard. If you believe that you're not God's chosen people, and you believe that I came for everybody, you are weak in the faith. And somebody is manipulating you. Not me. Maybe it's another nation of people who's telling you this. Maybe it's another nation of people to tell you, don't read this scripture. The Old Testament is done away with. Maybe somebody's manipulating you. Or maybe you broke my commandments. I think it was that, Prince. I think it was that. Because if we didn't break the commandments, who will run game on us? Nobody. Because we know what it is. That's why the priest and the prophet of ISUPK, we know who we are. That's when nobody could manipulate us. That's when no, you know what I'm saying, no so-called other nation of people could come in and tell us different. Because we got the truth. And the truth would make you free. And we are free men. That's how we could talk to people as free men. People is not used to that. The way we talk to people, people are not used to that. Right. They're not used to brotherhood and sisterhood. They're not used to men talking, men, you know what I'm saying, being men, or females being females. Men is not used to a female being feminine. Meanwhile, she's not breaking the laws of God. Meanwhile, she's not acting like a whore. Meanwhile, she take your feelings in consideration to understand, let me not go that way because that way is disgusting. Maybe I should put on clothes because my nephew is out there. My cousin is out, is out there. My daughter is out there. And I'm not allowed to walk around the house naked. Or with thongs on, or with pom-pom shorts on, while my camel toe is showing towards my brother. See how disgusting that is? That's disgusting, priest. Let me be considerate and not hang my underwears in front of my siblings. Let me be feminine. Go ahead, please.
Block it. What you bringing out is so heavy. Captain Tazaryat, he posted something on his Facebook and Instagram account, I'm saying, of a woman, that's her sister, right? She has a son. She celebrated her son's birthday. The theme of her son's birthday was Spider-Man, right?
Yeah. My nephew loves Spider-Man. Go on.
This little boy, he's probably no more than 6 years old. 4 or 5 the most. She posted up a picture of herself and her son. Her son has no shirt, like Spider-Man, like undies.
Yeah. Oh,
while she has on what you call a sexy Spider-Man, damn nearly like a bathing suit with high heels.
Oh, you talking about like biker shorts back in the days with the pom-pom, the coochie cutters stuff.
Talking about like some kind of cosmic cosplay. You know what I'm saying? She has a sexy Spider-Man suit. You know what I'm saying?
Wrestling, like a wrestling.
Right.
Like the
you know
wrestling.
Like a body suit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And Captain Tazaryat, you know what I'm saying, so sharp with it. You know what I'm saying? He said that, listen, that wasn't for the boy. That was for her purposely dressing like a whore.
Oh, she loved dressing Baba Kishar. You know what? Let's remember, we cannot forget about the past. Because in this technology age, in this history, Baba Kishar pull up the rapper, I think XL Extra, with his mother at the birthday.
Might have to look that up.
Yeah, I think his name is XL Extra or something like that, or Hector Extra. I think it's Hector Extra or something like that. Or Hector XL rapper. See, I got it on my phone. I think you remember that when
I'm not,
you know what I'm talking about.
When I'm Googling what he said, and it's gonna come up. I'm Googling what he said to his mother, and it's gonna come up.
And there's a video to it too. Because we got to bring up this history. Remember, this is history now. We can't forget about this history. What Cap brung up about the mother dressing like that in front of her boy. Right now, we got it right now. It's going on today. The mother walking around the house with her breast out in front of her 10-year-old boy. Taking pictures. and making casts. It's disgusting. You are disgusting. You're a horrible mother. You're a horrible father who not speaking up. Horrible.
Salaka, what you said the rapper was?
I think his name is Hector Extra.
Hector Extra?
Yeah, or XL Extra. I got it because we brought it up a couple.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Oh, come on.
I need his name.
Hector. His name is Hector. Because he slapped his mother on the butt.
Right.
Oh, we remember that.
Okay, RX Hector.
Yeah, RX. Oh. I knew it was something like that. RX Hector, right? All right. Come on, let's bring that up. Let's bring that video up because cap is 100%. And you know I talk about this all the time, right? You know that. That, you know what I'm saying? Stopping siblings going to the bathroom when somebody's using, you know what I'm saying? For them to stop using bathrooms together. We need to stop that. If you can hold it, just hold it. You see what I'm saying? Just hold it. Stop walking, you know what I mean? Stop showing your stomach in front of your siblings, your uncle, your father, thinking you looking sexy in front of somebody. Somebody need to speak up for that. Stop doing that. Stop thinking it's cool. It's not goddamn cool. It's disgusting. And you're a horrible niece. You're a horrible daughter. You're a horrible sister. You're a horrible father. You're a horrible mother. Horrible, goddammit. Because you're a disgusting bastard. But hey, you learned it from White Jesus Doctrine. White Jesus Doctrine say you can show your camel toe in front of your brother. That's the LGBTQ union also. All of them is gay. All of them. All of them. They love that stuff right there. They couldn't wait to slap their mother on the butt behind. That's how they get there.
You remember it?
Not them. Just
no,
one video.
It's all, these people are going to show the video.
Oh no, it's just a video because I don't want their comment because they disgusting. They love it. They give off on that. This is LGBTQ right here.
It's not shame.
I know that, but this is LGBT. This is the grown woman right there. But they chilling with her. Ain't no moral compass. No moral compass. I'm not you. I follow the Most High God. I'm not you. I have morals. I know who you are. I'll call you out on your BS.
You want to play now?
Yeah, go ahead play now, Bob. Show.
So Atlanta. Hit that subscribe button, hit that like button. We about to get into this footage of RX Hector and his mama on her birthday, partaking in some strange behavior, man. He grabbed them cheeks, man, and she made a clap for him, man. This
Let you know,
right
nobody who talks.
Y'all hit that like, hit
I
that
don't trust none of them.
Kid KO.
Get down like that.
12 o'clock on the dot. Got more on Dukes at Frankie's in that joint. You know.
Oh my God! Look at this. 12 o'clock.
Wait, Chanel, don't play with her.
Please don't. Oh my God, y'all.
You got that fat
real.
booty.
I didn't buy this on eBay. This thing real.
Blue.
That's his mother. That's his mother mother right there. That's his mother, and that's how y'all get down. That's how we get down in the black community. Right now. Right now, we get down. We are the face that's slapping mothers on asses. Sons slapping the ass of your mother. We are the face of that. We are the face in that too. And y'all love that right there. We starting to love it. We a bunch of disgusting bastards. Go ahead, priest. Like his girl. That's his girl. That's his girl. Who gonna check him on that? Oh no, we can't check him on that because he got the monies. You know that. The same way nobody checked Puff Daddy. You know nobody checked Puff Daddy, right? Everybody just like and walk away. Hey, I ain't down with that. You know they still check it out, priest. And this is what I want to say. This is what I want to say. People was at these freak parties. And I'm gonna let you know because when I was in the world, I was at these freak parties. And I'm gonna tell you what's up. I'm gonna tell you what's up. People was at these freak parties, and I'm gonna tell you people with morals and people who don't have morals and think they have morals. They at these freak parties. They at it. They walk into the room. Oh man, yeah, man. Puff Daddy. Oh man. Oh man, yeah. Let me walk away. Guess what? They don't leave the party. They don't say, yo, that's disgusting. I don't get down like this. Let me get the hell up out of here. Because all y'all a bunch of disgusting bastards. Nobody don't want to say that. Because there's no moral. Nobody taught that man or that woman to say that was wrong. You got this sister with this sister that you know what I mean, that talking about the industry, and she was a singer. Jaguar. Remember we even pulled the scripture out. She didn't say nothing about her molester. She said, I'm not going to talk about my molester. She's part of the problem.
Right.
Because she didn't leave. Remember, she only left the room, but she didn't leave the mansion. See that? She accessory to it. If you thought it was disgusting, you have to think everybody's part of that because nobody's saying nothing. Remember what they always say: if you don't say anything, you're part of the problem. She's part of the problem, but she's making money. The bodyguard, he's a disgusting bastard also. Tell me if I'm wrong. I will pull your soul out. I will pull his soul out. He was there. He knew what was going on with Mike Tyson. I'm gonna get you, priest. He knew what was going on with Mike Tyson. He knew all that stuff. Why you didn't leave? You just continued because the money was good. You know he went for the money, right? He did. I gotta check you on your mess. Now you coming out with this stuff? Who paying you? A few minutes ago, you was getting paid from pedophiles. Now you got good money now? Go ahead, please.
Salaki, yeah, those two people you're talking about, their names is Jaguar Wright, and the bodyguard name is Gene Dill.
Gene Dill. Your name is disgusting, man. I know you're coming out and you're trying to say, yo, this was going on. You should have said that back in what? Like 20 years ago? He should have spoke 20 years ago. But he was weak. He's supposed to be a bodyguard. I think he was strong. He was a weak man. I understand that. You was a little boy. You was weak. Now you got courage. But you don't have courage like that. Because you try to say he was doing this. But you was guarding the room while he was doing it. You was guarding the room while he was doing it. You was hearing the screams. You was getting the... And I'm going to let you know. He was telling women to do something strange for a piece of change. I'm going to let you know. He was doing something. I know it. Same way when Luke Campbell was doing it. Same way anybody who's in the industry was doing it. Because you know what their philosophy is? That's a grown woman. She's grown. I'm not forcing her. But us being a disgusting bastard selling up the environment for her to do it. You could have just walked away. What stopped him from just walking away? because he was a lustful bastard.
Right.
She was a lustful bastard. Oh, she wanted to drink and smoke and do the coke. You know that. Let's say that she didn't participate in the physical act, but she just sniffing coke and she didn't leave that goddamn mansion. She didn't leave it. She partied. She partied. Tell me if I'm wrong, because she didn't say nothing about her violator. And she brung it up. Why nobody talking about the violator? Because everybody that's on this, you know what I'm saying, on these podcasts, on these, you know what I'm saying, on these apps, all that disgusting, they not ISUPK. They're not preaching the prophet of the Most High God. They're not counselors. They're not counselors. Why are you going to them? Because they don't give a F about you. They don't get nothing about you. They just want likes. We became a bunch of filthy, you know what I'm saying, vain people underneath the blue hill of white Jesus doctrine. White Jesus doctrine say you could be a disgusting, vain, vile bastard, selfish bastard. Because I need to get my likes up, priest. I need to get my likes up. If she want to be a whore, let her be a whore. And I'm going to participate in her whoredom. You know that's how they get down. They got no morals. Where's your moral compass coming from? Who? Our slut mother? No brotherhood, no sisterhood. Nothing. Bob Gashar. Let's go into the last one. Let's go into the last one. Go to Psalms chapter 131. 131 and 1. Let's go there real quick. And get up out of here. So we can understand we're not going to follow behind our goddamn taskmasters, because the taskmaster said, slap your mother on the ass. That's what a taskmaster says, please. A taskmaster said, you know what I'm saying? A taskmaster said, slut out your daughter. Be an LGBTQ community. Sell drugs. So what? That's a pump that party. You know what I'm saying? Even though I didn't participate, I'm still in, you know what I'm saying? I'm still partying to everybody. No, you're a disgusting bastard because you should have left because you don't got no moral compass. That's your spirit. That's our spirit. We don't got no spirit of this, please.
Right.
Read that, Bob.
Psalm chapter 131, verse 1. Lord, my heart is not haughty.
Oh, wait. Hold up. Is that wrong? Let me see. 131. Mm-hmm.
Come on, God.
Let's see. I think I'll go to Proverbs. Maybe it's in Proverbs. 131 in Proverbs. Oh, it's not. Let me see. Continuing brotherly love. That's what it is. Brotherly love. I don't know. It's in Proverbs. Oh, you got 131, 133. Slotty. 133 and 1. 133 and 1. Slotty. 133 and 1. There you go. And 1. There you go. Yeah. That's it right there.
Psalm chapter 133 and 1. Mm-hmm. Behold, how good and how pleasant it is for brethren to dwell together in unity.
So right here it says, behold, how good and how pleasant it is for brethren to dwell together in unity. You know what's the unity? To make sure my brother don't disrespect his sister. To make sure my sister don't disrespect herself. To make sure if my sister disrespect herself, they're going to be brothers to make sure that we won't participate in her being disrespectful.
Right.
That's what it is, Prince.
Right.
We on.
Come on, God. Verse 2. It is like a precious ointment.
Say that again.
It is like a precious ointment.
It's like a precious ointment, a precious, you know what I'm saying, like cat's oil. It's precious. It's like, you know what I'm saying, how pleasant it is for a brother to dwell together and unity. The unity is like a precious, like a priceless, you know what I'm saying? A priceless ointment. Fragrance is priceless. You can't put a number on this unity, this brotherhood, this sisterhood. You can't put a price on this. You can't put no drug price on it. It doesn't matter how much cocaine they give you, you're not going to destroy the brotherhood. It doesn't matter how many, you know what I'm saying, how many whores they presented to you, you're not going to destroy the brotherhood, the sisterhood. You're not going to do that. It is like a precious ointment. Read on.
That rain down upon the bed.
Oh man, this precious ointment, this brotherhood, this sisterhood, this integrity, this following the Lord's statute commandments, you know what I'm saying, is upon the head that ran down. Read on.
Ran down upon the bed.
That ran down upon this bed. We got saturated, priest. Right. We rubbing that stuff in our bed. We rubbing the brotherhood. We saying, yo, sister, yo, brother, yo, let's get the hell out of here, because everybody in here is a bunch of disgusting bastards. Right. Let's get out of, you know what I'm saying? Let's not participate in R. Kelly music. Let's not do it because he's a disgusting bastard. I mean, Slocky, go ahead.
We was just in ATL, the Passover before we was in North Carolina.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? After we went to a club. And the club that we went to, you know what I'm saying? We went there because we thought we was going to enjoy ourselves with the Akim, but it turned out that the club was so filthy and disgusting. A club, but it was damn near a strip club that we all left.
Oh man. You know, ATL is known for strip clubs.
Right.
I ain't gonna lie, when I was in the world, but yes, they are world famous to slut out women. They are world famous for, you know what I'm saying, for weak men to go to strip clubs and give, I'm trying to understand, to give dollar bills to women who take off their clothes, but meanwhile, you chilling in the corner and just watching women take off their clothes. This is what it is. This is our slave master right here. And right here, you know what I'm saying, that precious ointment is teaching you to not go into the strip club. That's that precious ointment right there. That's the Lord's statute commandments right there. That's the brotherhood. That's the sisterhood. That's the motherhood. That's the fatherhood. That's the sisterhood. You know what I mean? That's your aunt. That's your uncles to not walking around you naked. To call you out on your disgustingness. To say, you are my niece. Why do you got your breast in front of my face? Cover that up. Why do you feel so comfortable walking around, you know what I'm saying, walking around your father that way? That's a precious ointment that would check our people. Start from the precious ointment.
It's like the precious ointment upon that head that ran down upon the bed.
Oh man, we need that the precious ointment on the head, right? So we grow our hair back. That's our precious ointment right there. You know what I mean? That's God's ointment right there. That's God's ointment right there. Let me just rub that in. You know what I mean? Not only gonna grow my hair, you know what I mean? He's gonna give me brotherhood. He's gonna give me the brotherhood, baby. Yeah, I know that. He's gonna give me the brotherhood. Not only I got the brotherhood, my hair's growing. You see how good that is right there? That's what we talk about. That's what we talk about right there. It's a double fold. It's a double fold. Read on.
Slocky, if I may, I just want to bring something up.
Yeah, go ahead.
I hope I'm on topic, you understand? But this precious ointment, you understand, that upon the head that ran down upon the bed. Just think about it, you understand? That's a priest that's pouring that ointment on your head. You understand? When I think about that, I think about the priestly order. You understand, of being a priest. And I also think about being separate and holy, Slocky.
Yeah, no, and this is what the scripture is telling you about. This is only talking to blacks, Hispanics, and the American Indians. Remember what verse 1 says. Remember what verse 1 says. It is good and pleasant. So like how good and pleasant it is for brethren to dwell together in unity.
Right.
You see that? That's the ointment right there. You know what I mean? Even the physical or not physical, that is the ointment, because how good it is for me to chill with my brother, and I know my brother will check my niece if she's dressing like a whore.
Right.
I don't have to be there. I got my Akim there. I got my other ones there to make sure that she's right and exact. And my brothers, to make sure my brother is right and that, not for him to not be a whoremonger. Yo, go home, man. This is not for you. It's not for you. This is not us. Then this is such a hardcore scripture right here. Because you got to be saturated in the brotherhood. You got to be saturated in the sisterhood. You got to be saturated in the Lord's statute commandments, which tell you you are not allowed to slap your mother on her behind. That's the brotherhood. That's the movement. Not allowed to do that. And if you do that, it's not good. It's not pleasurable to dwell with you in unity.
Right.
Because you slap your mother on the butt and rubbing it and love it like a disgusting, filthy, deviant, sexual bastard.
Right.
Because you are, what is that word that we always do? Sexual deviant. You are a sexual deviant.
Right.
That's who you are. You just did that to a slut 2 days ago, right? You slapped a slut on her butt.
Right.
You treated that. You treated that the way that you treat that slut 2 days ago. You treat your mother the same way,
Right.
and I bet something happened to you.
Right.
You got aroused off of that. That's how you are disgusted. That's how we follow behind. That's how we have Stockholm syndrome. Blacks, Hispanics, and the American Indians. That got him off on it. And guess what? You know what I mean? You know how that got him off on it? Because he had an audience.
Trauma.
Not only the trauma, he had an audience. Remember, there's people in the background cheering him on while he's doing his slap. All of them is disgusting bastards. Now, one person stood up and said, "What the hell is wrong with y'all?" Because all of them, it happened to them also. That's why nobody say anything. That's why LGBTQ community never asks their partner, "Have you been molested?" You ever notice that? You got two molested sexual deviants in bed together say this is okay. They don't got the precious ointment. Their precious ointments come from Donald Trump and white Jesus doctrine to say that it's okay for you to do that. That's their precious ointment, so they don't have to think about the trauma. They don't have to think about that. We don't.
Even Aaron's bitten.
Even what?
Aaron's bitten.
Oh man, Aaron. You know what I'm saying? He was second in charge. He became first in charge. He became the priest of the nation of Israel. Read on.
That went down to the skirt of his garment.
Oh man, Aaron had that long beard right there. It says it right here. The precious ointment, it says it right here. It said the ointment upon the head that ran down upon the beard, even Aaron's beard that went down to the skirt of his garment. His beard went all the way down. And guess where his brotherhood went down? All the way down. He got saturated in that, you know what I mean? In that, you know what I'm saying? In that brotherhood, in that sisterhood. He knew not to slap his mother on the butt. He knew to speak up against disgusting and sexual deviant bastards. He knew to show brotherhood, because it's pleasure to dwell together in unity with the Bloods and the Crips. And with that, I'm Precinct Officer Paratazar out of NoCal, Yonkers, New York, and this is the ISUPK, the Israelite School of University of Practical Knowledge, started from 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under Commander Junior Hunter. And since 1969, we've been teaching the so-called Blacks, Native American Indians, and Hispanics. It's pleasant and it's good to dwell together in unity with one another. And with that, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to pass the class over to Priest and Officer 1000 Shaw.
Clap it up for the class. In Christ. ISUPK security announcements. We are the ISUPK, starting out of 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York. Root for new brother and sister. When a new brother or sister comes into the school, they are off limits for 6 months. They are to be saluted only. They are here to shed themselves of the world. If they need transportation, the teacher will arrange it. After 6 months, if a brother or sister has an interest in a particular person, he or she must get permission from the head to speak to a brother or sister. There is another 6 months in which the brother and sister will court each other. After this 6-month period, the brother and sister will get permission from the head to marry. Tithes, which is a commandment, Numbers chapter 18, verse 21, and Malachi chapter 3, verses 8 to 10, means tenth in the Hebrew, ma'ashra. 10% of every penny of any increase the Lord gives you. Give to Treasury Department or teacher. Priest fund, free will offering for priests, not mandatory. Whatsoever amount you would like. God. Upcoming holy convocations, which is the Feast of First Fruits. You understand? To honor the closing of this feast, which will be June 8th, 2025, this Sunday, starting at 7 o'clock at your ISUPK school near you. Go to the ISUPK website, which is our website, or go to the back of your bulletin board for further updates on any ISUPK events. If anyone wants to be a trooper in the school, to start wearing all black, blue shirt, pants, headband, scarf, and with that, men of Israel, Amaya, which means to stand. Men of Israel, we're going to give one courtesy salute. Men of Israel, Majim Shabbat, Amaya, Barak, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua Rakhdam, Yadim Matah, which means hands down. We're going to give one courtesy salute to the sisters. Men of Israel, Majim Shabbat, Amaya, Barak, Yahweh Shema Al-Qadma, Shem Yahushua, Yadim Matah, which means hands down. Class dismissed.